Hello, my Possum pals, and welcome to some weird stuff I found in my Steam library. This is LiveScream. I don't know what it's about. I don't remember buying it. I think I've loaded up once to make a profile. Maybe I didn't. Alright, well. I got trash. Username. Oh, no. Okay. Username. Hello? Can I type? Oh, I have to keep my mouse there to type. Trash. Possum pals. It's your friend Trash. Alright. Yes or no for what? Okay, yes. Great. You just made your first choice in the game. Okay. Choices in the game will sometimes affect one of two stats. Fear and audience rating. Fear is displayed here. On the left. When it changes, it'll glow. Okay. Portrait changes as fear goes up. Alright. Keep an eye on your fear. If you let it get out of control, bad things may happen. I look forward to that. Your audience rating is displayed on the bar to the right. It'll glow as rating changes. Unlike fear, nothing bad will happen if it gets too high or too low. However, you likely want to keep this as full as possible. But hey, it's your stream, so who am I to tell you what to do? You'll also be able to see your audience react in a less numerical way through the chat on the right. Like so. And don't worry if the messages fill up too quickly, you'll be able to drag and scroll to catch up at any time. Alright, I'm ready to start ghost hunting. Alright, let's see here. Are we live? Can you hear me? Hey, Possum pals. It's your friend Trash. If you're new here, my stream, my live scream if you will, it's all about things spooky and creepy. And you're in luck, I have an extra special treat for you all today. Rather than just covering videos and stories online like usual, this time I'll actually be exploring a haunted house. I heard they're planning to demolish the house soon, so I figure now's the time to take a look. But first, let me give you all a bit of an introduction. This house is pretty famous in my town. I heard there were some murders like way back in the day. Well, maybe not murders, but a family of 3 used to live here and they just disappeared one day. And no one's lived here since, probably because it's haunted. Anyway, if you want more information, you can probably look it up on the Pedia site. Oh, that's a terrible thing to say. That wiki site that's always asking for money. It's a pretty famous house, so I think they have an article. So without further ado, let's get going. Moderators, can you ban that manweeb? Moderators, ban that manweeb. Whoa, what did I do? Oh, right-clicking just brings up the options menu? That's wild. The boards covering up the door must have been sturdy at some point, but at this point, not so much. They conveniently lie on the ground before you, as though time and decay get the best of them. Of course, it's likely someone else has the same idea as you, as well. You gingerly place a hand on the doorknob, feeling no resistance, you turn. The creaking door opens surprisingly easily. Huh. I guess if you have ghosts as your security system, you probably don't need to lock your doors. And here I was, hoping that I'd have to break through the window to get in or something. Doesn't seem like there's too much in the hallway, but let's have a closer look anyway before we venture in. You turn your attention and camera towards a collection of professionally shot portraits in a mixture of black and white and faded color. Huh. I guess that's the family that lived there. Not to call anyone out, but it's kind of rude to scratch your child's face out like that. I hope that had backup, like those, what are they called? Negatives? I hope they made a copy. Is that how those work? What the fuck? Those faces. Yeah, I know. With a single darting glass, you could tell with great expertise that the staircase is most definitely not structurally sound. No way I'm climbing up there. I'm definitely gonna fall in that hole if I try to jump. On the bright side, you're taking steps to prevent developing lower back pain in my 20s. Oh, so optimistic. You're taking the sheer amount of rubble in front of the door. You glance up at the upper level, just visible from your current location. Shame about the stairs, but there's a whole lot of other stuff to look up there. Can I change my mind on the stairs? Oh, I can't. Alright. You step through the archway. I guess this is probably the living room? Presume it must have been a place of love and gathering for the family once. Now, just a bunch of rotting furniture covered in dust. Moderators, ban that manweeb! Timeless designs maybe, but timeless construction? Hardly. Well, let's see what clues we can find here. Your camera pans across the room, finally focusing on a diary left on the coffee table. Let's hope there's something juicy here. Secrets, scandals, and satanic sacrifices. You flip through the diary and are immediately sorely disappointed. There are a few pages untouched by water stains and rips. You can just about make out some of the writing. Dear diary, the weather today was absolutely dreadful, all gloom and rain. I made a lovely salmon and cottage cheese jelly. Ugh, gross and boring. Does it get better? There's a single page that's still somewhat readable, but it just has the same sentence repeated ad nauseum. Where is my child? Where is my child? Where is my child? I don't know about you, but I think this person is looking for their child. Kind of weird considering they scratched their child out of all those photos in the hallway. But it doesn't seem to have anything new after this, it just goes on and on. We're not going to examine the pentagram books? The teddy bear certainly seems like they've seen better days. You pick it up and examine it, but can't help but feel an odd sensation fall upon you. I swear I'm not making this up, Possum pals. It feels like someone is trying to pull this teddy away from me. A jealous ghost, maybe? They're not very strong. It just feels like a little kid tugging on my clothes. You drop the bear and immediately flops unceremoniously back into the armchair. You're not quite sure what you expected. Maybe my imagination's working too hard. It's a sofa. As you flop down on the cushions, I wouldn't. Puffs of dust burst forth onto the air. You choke as you accidentally breathe the particles in. Oh, that's dusty. But otherwise pretty comfortable. Ghost Lover, ban that manweeb. Oh, I can't right click, that's right. I should get up though. No sense in wasting time. I wonder if it still works. Oh, you give one of the keys a good press or 2 or 3 or 4. Even to your untrained ears, you could tell that piano is thoroughly off tune. Although you know next to nothing about playing the piano, you continue to press the keys haphazardly. The sounds that escape the instrument are, well, let's put it this way, totally unlike anything you've ever heard before. Man, I always thought piano would be the easiest instrument to learn. You're just pressing buttons. As you continue to struggle, you feel a presence above your hand, coaxing it to form shapes and press down. A single chord sounds out. Despite your lack of musical knowledge, you'd hazard a guess that it's sounding correct. You don't play any more than that, actually. You immediately withdraw your hand as a chill runs up your spine. The fuck was that? I could have swore I saw... Never mind. You give the piano another hesitant glance before backing away. A wedding photo. Huh, that's the kind of style that was popular back then. You skim through the books on the shelves. This one looks promising. You pull out a photo album and flip it open, only to find the insides completely destroyed, disintegrated, and a third adjective that starts with a D. Whoa, I didn't know film photos can melt like that. Is that a thing that can happen normally to these old-timey photos, or a sign of ghost activity? I should probably woggle that. Let's go to the kitchen. The stench of spoiled food hits you right in the face as you step through the door. Ugh, that is foul. Fortunately for you lot, the people who make cameras haven't developed smell recording technology yet. But trust me, it's not pretty. The unique aroma most definitely seems to be emanating from the fridge. Oh man, if you could smell this right now. Possum pals, I hope no one's eating while they're watching this stream. You throw open the refrigerator door, making sure your camera captures every grisly detail. You peer closer at the contents, but you're not really able to make out what anything is. Not only has all the food spoiled, it's mostly just a pile of decomposing, unrecognizable mush at this point. Except for one single item that sits in the middle of the carnage, untouched by time. Is that a McDonald's burger? You grab it without hesitation, removing it from the wrapper. It's pristine, as if you just ordered it from the drive-thru today. You resist a very strong urge to gag as you shut the door on your new discovery. Yep, I'm never eating fast food again. Seems like we've got a traveler here. Postcards from as close as New York and as far as Tokyo. Dang. Planes existed back then? Or did they have to, dig a boat? You gingerly remove the postcards from the fridge and flip them over to read the back. You're able to make out some of the post dates to compile a chronological reading order. They're all from a Bonnie, and they're addressed to a Martha. That's right, Martha was the name of the mother who lived here. Greetings from Rio. By now you must be settled in your wedded bliss. I'm envious. You'd love Buenos Aires if you didn't have your hands full back home. Have you chosen a name yet? How about Bobby, after the baby's dear Aunt Bonnie? Ha ha! Huh. This Bonnie must have been Martha's sister then. Tokyo's amazing. I've picked up a few darling outfits in Ginza. Send photos of Bobby wearing them for the first day of school. New York is just as you dream it. Perhaps you could bring Bobby here sometime. Might be a good distraction from troubles at school. Whew! It is sweltering here in Bombay, but the food is fantastic. 9 is a difficult age, but I'm sure things will get better. Bombay? Oh, right, that's what Mumbai used to be called, huh? Anyway, that's the last of the readable postcards. It sounds like the parents were having some trouble with their child. Moderators, ban Grumpy Gus. You pan your camera in a sweeping shot across the kitchen island. Look at all the utensils and dinnerware still out. It's really like the family just up and disappeared. You'd think someone was about to sit down to a meal if not for the layer of dust coating everything on the island. Bon appetit. A faint rustling sound seems to be coming from within the cupboard. Whoa, do you hear that? You zoom your camera as you approach the source of the sound. Throw open the cupboard. You throw open the cupboard doors. Reveal yourself, spirit! Only to find a raccoon snacking on whatever remains of the pantry staples. Oh, well, let's leave him to that. You back away slowly. It might not be a ghost, but rabies are very real and very scary. I watched part of Cujo, and I had to look up why Cujo was the way he was, and it was rabies, and that's really sad. Anyway. No, go back. Nope, not that far back. You return to the living room. Is there nothing else in the kitchen? What is leave? You survey your surroundings and wonder whether you've seen enough. Okay, back to the living room. To the hallway. Self, get out. What was that? Did you all hear that? Stand my ground. Spirits, do you have something to say to me? Save you. You have to concentrate really hard. You can barely make out a few words. You wait, hoping the spirit will say more, but they don't. Whoa, was that a ghost or did I imagine that? You take a second glance at the books and your gaze lands on something you didn't notice before. Hold up, what's this? You dust off the old tome. It almost looks cartoonishly evil. Whoa, do you think they're like communing with demons in this house? Maybe they're holding like sacrificial rituals? Is that what happened to the missing child? Holy moly, we've cracked it, lads, ladettes, and friends. Fucking open that shit. You flip open the book with gusto and are immediately greeted with a great puff of smoke. Puff of dust. Before you can read a single line, a tingling feeling scurries across your face. Ah! I've been cursed! The humanity! Oh, it's just a spider! Ah! You immediately slam the book shut. Arachnophobia is no joke. You don't notice anything else. You cast a wary eye upon the teddy before thinking better of it. Okay, gleaned all I can from the diary. Don't particularly fancy inhaling a lungful of dust again. No piano. Take a second glance at the photo. You know? Isn't it kind of weird that they took the picture in a church? I mean, considering all the demon books they have. I guess people can convert to all sorts of religions, even demon-worshipping ones. Something big must have triggered that change. Back to the kitchen. No fridge. Look over at the postcards again. I'm pretty sure I've read all the legible ones, but a second look can't hurt. As you scan over the entire fridge, you notice the corner of a postcard peeking out from underneath the fridge. Sweet. You give a tug and pull it through, tearing it slightly in the process. Let's see what we have here. Mom told me about Bobby. I'm so sorry, but I'm begging you, Martha, please don't And of course there's a big ink smudge there. Please don't what? In demons, sacrifice babies, easing the eggs with condensed milk. Inquiring minds want to know. You do a quick scan of the room and notice a doorway in the corner with stairs leading down. That's probably the basement. Nothing on the counter. One more cupboard. Alright, let's go to the basement. Whoa. You're not quite sure what to expect when you descend down the stairs, but this... We found the smoking gun, Possum pals. It's hard to look at anything else other than the pentagram drawn on the floor. It might have been an otherwise normal basement, but that certainly is a strong decor choice. Like most basements, this was clearly used as a storage area. Baby furniture, kitty toys, this all seems like stuff that was outgrown. After all, the child was about my age at the time of the disappearance. I guess the parents never gave these things away. Finally, it's come to this, the cherry on the top of the adventure sundae. You're not sure what to expect as you hop right into the center of the pentagram. I don't know if this is just my imagination, but there's this, like, foreboding aura. It feels very concentrated in this area. You survey your surroundings from the new vantage point, noticing that the candles surrounding the pentagram remain unlit. A vintage lighter lays on the floor within reach. Alright, chat wants me to light it up. Well, here goes nothing. With more guts and common sense, you pick up the lighter. I wonder if this thing still works. After a couple of fruitless attempts, you finally manage to get a flicker of flame out of the lighter. You struggle to get all the candles lit, and before you can even step back to admire your work, you feel the same foreboding aura grow stronger into a definitive presence. Whoa, Possum pals, this is it. Demonic possession, let's go! You almost even feel its weightiness upon you, just for a second before it seemingly dissipates. Wait, was I just rejected by a demon? Come on, possess me! I'm a tasty friend! You still feel a bit hurt that you were rejected by a demon. In order to preserve your remaining self-esteem, you decide not to approach the circle again. Alright, well... You survey your surroundings and wonder whether you've seen enough. Well, I think that's all we're going to get out of this visit. So I expected to see some stuff when we first came into the house, but I gotta say, I definitely wasn't expecting to see a full-blown pentagram in the basement. I think we can safely assume that this family was into something dark. It's very likely that contributed to their disappearance. There's definitely some energy when I stepped in the circle. I could almost make out a shape. I want to say it was humanoid. It didn't look totally human, but it was, you know, it was a good facsimile of one. That's the impression I got anyway. And it felt different to the other presences inside the house. It felt angry. Honestly, I'm a little disappointed I didn't get possessed. What a stream that would have made, huh? Moderators, ban that manweeb. So what do you think was actually going on there? I'm going to start off by saying it was for sure something supernatural. I mean, aside from the obvious pentagram, it's probably something they were looking into for a while. Like, what with all those demonology books in the living room and all, there must have been a big catalyst for them to go against their faith like that. If the postcards meant sorry, as in sorry your child disappeared, any loving parent would be desperate to get their child back by any means necessary, I assume. Do you think that last postcard was a warning? Like for them not to mess with spirits? But how would the aunt know that? Well, who knows what the rest of that sentence was. But something must have gone terribly wrong with the ritual. The presence within the circles felt so raw and angry. What happened? Who was it? What if they just summoned the wrong thing? Some sort of demonic spirit, a murder spirit. And that's that. The spirit was trapped there, and that's why I felt that presence. But of course, all this is speculation on my part, and maybe some of you disagree. So as for the definitive truth of what happened to this family, I'm afraid that will remain a mystery. Till next time, it's your friend Trash signing off. That's a very cute game. I think I'm gonna speed run through again real quick. I'm gonna save. Yes. Goofy title music. It erased everything I put. Trash. Trash. Going into great detail. This house is pretty famous around here. It's owned by this big family with like a butt ton of money. The way the story goes is that the family, the Suttons, once had this daughter. Well, they had tons of kids, but the one that's important for the story is their youngest daughter. That's different now, because the other... Ooh. Alright, that's wild. Because the last time it was a baby boy. Hi, chat. Hi. Hello. She grew up, got married, you know the deal, and they bought this house for her and her husband. Oh, and this takes place in like the 50s or 60s or whatever. Anyway, the two of them had a kid and they lived happy as clams in this house. Till one day the kid was like 15 at this point, stopped showing up at school. No one knows what happened to this kid. There was an official investigation, but nothing ever came of it. No body, no evidence. Of course, everyone suspected the parents in this case. Didn't help that they became really reclusive and rarely left the house. I guess it could have been like due to trauma or something, but it gets weirder. One day, a couple months later, the parents just disappear. And not in the sense that they left town or ran away, they just disappeared without a trace. Of course, then the Suttons took over the house again. They boarded it up and that was that. Since then, the families refused to sell or rent it out to anyone. No one's lived here since. Totally sketchy, right? There must be something going on. So without further ado, let's get going. I approached the door, some of the work been done for me. The boards, not so much. Lie on the ground. Likely someone else has the same idea. Put Ginger on the doorknob. Alright. Huh. Ghost security system. No need for locks. Didn't have to go through a window or something. Okay. It doesn't seem like there's too much in the hallway, but let's have a closer look before we venture in. Yep. What if I examine it again? Something unsettling about the way the child's face is removed from the photos. You avert your gaze. Oh, my dread went up. Taking the sheer amount of rubble. Several hours to move it. Not a gripping thing. Best not to bother. Open doorway. You glance at the upper level just visible from your current location. Shame about the stairs. With a single darting glass, you can tell with great expertise, not structurally sound. Try to climb up anyway. Ah! The bottommost step crumbles beneath my weight. Doesn't seem like you're able to make it up the stairs unless you somehow jump across that massive gaping hole anyway. You brace yourself, working up to physically fling yourself up the stairs to the best of your abilities. Yeet! Your best, unfortunately, isn't good enough, and you land flat on your butt. Ah. Self. Get out. What was that? Did you all hear that? Spirits, talk to me. Save you. You have to concentrate really hard. You can barely make out a few words. My child. You wait, hoping the spirit will say more, but they don't. Is that a fucking ghost? Alright, leave the stairs alone. Let's go here. I guess this is probably the living room? I don't want any ghosts to get the jump on me this time, so... Any ghosts here? Yep, that should do it. Well, let's see what clues we could have here. The teddy bear certainly seems like they've seen better days. Pick it up, blah blah blah. Something trying to pull it. A jealous ghost, maybe? They're not very strong. Feels like a little kid tugging on my clothes. Mr. Bear is my friend now. You continue to cling on to the teddy. The tugging is still there, but oh, it's gone. You can't help but jump a little as you feel the gentlest of pats on your head. On instinct, you move to bat the hand away, but there's nothing there. Ah, alright, I'm gonna put that down. No thanks. No. Crap. Back out. You cast a wary on the teddy before thinking better of it. Your camera pans around the room, finally focusing on a diary left on the coffee table. Something juicy, fish jelly. Yep, salmon and cottage cheese jelly. Where's my child? 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 Ah! Did you guys hear that? I think I saw something. Did the camera catch that? Oh, one of the achievements is, "Hey there, demons." The full quote being, "Hey there, demons, it's your boy." It's the sofa. Oh, dusty. Take a 15er. Play the piano. A ghost. I've lost all my viewers because I took a nap and played bad piano. A wedding photo. That's the kind of style that was popular back then. Skim through the books on the shelves. This one looks promising. A photo album. Everything melty. Yeah. I should probably woggle that. Demon books. Open her up, baby. You know, isn't it kind of weird? Took a picture in a church, blah blah blah. Let's go into the kitchen. Spoiled food. What? Coming from the fridge. Open it. Like the Baker family fridge. Is that a McDonald's burger? Postcards. Yep. Postcards. Get the postcards again. Sweet. Whoa, do you hear that? Oh, the raccoon actually attacked me this time. Alright, let's go to that basement. Try to get possessed again. Everything starts to feel numb just for a second before you feel a burning rage engulf you. Your world starts to fade to black. Oh. A roller coaster ride. That's cute. Alright, so I've This is a cute little game. 3 locked achievements. Oh, it's one for max viewers, it's one for... Oh, they're right here, alright. Host the worst stream ever. Well, this has been LiveScream. It's available on Steam. LiveScream on Steam. And, I hope you had fun streaming this haunted house with me. Goodbye.